What's up, Totally Inspired community? Welcome to another episode of Totally Inspired with me, your girl, Sibo Dube. Well, I'm sure you can see from today's title, we are going to be having story time. But before we get into today's story, may I take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody that's been watching my videos. I really appreciate you. I see you. Please remember, even if you're watching regularly, it's important that you subscribe. I was so amazed to look at the viewership of people that look at this content, people from Barbados. Shout out to Barbados. Really, I was really inspired. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about a very interesting story. So this story is about a trip that we made with the family to China. Just before the COVID pandemic in 2019, a few months before the end of 2019, my family and I traveled to China. And we visited various places there. We were in Shanghai most of the time. Beautiful place that I totally loved. And little did we know that a few months down the line, China would be the place where the pandemic would hit and we find ourselves where we were. But I do believe things are getting better now, and we're just trusting God that, the situation gets better. But China is such a beautiful place. I'd go back there any day. But anyway, story time. Let me tell you. So we are in China, we are in Shanghai, and we are, traveling around and we're enjoying the place. We used to stay in a beautiful hotel in Pudong, Shanghai. It was called the Kerry Hotel. So 3 kilometers from the Kerry Hotel, there was the Shanghai Science and Technology Museum. So we took a stroll there. It's literally like 3.3 kilometers away from the hotel. And then we get there, there's also a place where you can actually shop, which was actually for me the main attraction. And really, I was there for the shopping. And we did all the shopping that we did. Now, because we have to go back to the hotel and we've done some shopping, we obviously have things that we're carrying, so we couldn't really walk back. So we call the Uber there, but the Uber is actually Didi. I've seen Didi actually is now here in SA now. I've seen them advertising. So we call it Didi. The Didi comes and we are looking at the mobile phone, and it's showing us, that Didi is on its way. And in literally like a few minutes, when we're looking at the app on the phone, a car parks right in front of us, and for us, we see Didi is here, and we hop into the car. Like, remember I said the hotel where we are going is 3 kilometers away. Then we drive. Fortunately, I have a video on my phone that I picked up of this very trip that I'm talking about. So we are in the Didi, and here is the clip. Right, so in the Didi there, our phones are dead. Like we can't charge them anymore, they are dead. But anyway, we don't need the phone to be working because now the car has come. So we just let our son sit at the front, and then we sat at the back, and we drove. And we know that this is a trip that's 3 kilometers away. And then suddenly we're not getting to the hotel, and the car still keeps going. So first I'm like to my husband, I think we've really driven longer than we should be. And he's like, yeah, and we didn't come this way anyway. So we try and draw the driver's attention to say, we think we probably could be lost. Why is it that this is taking longer than we thought? Now, language, guys, language is important. We got stuck, language barrier. Now we're trying to tell the driver, we think we are lost. And then the guy looks at us, he's a bit agitated, and he just signals to us that English. And we had this app which we're using to translate, where you type your English and then you show the person the Chinese version of what you are saying. Anyway, our phones are now down, so the app cannot even work. So we try now with the sign language. Hey, stop, we think we're lost. Me drive, me no English. The car gets into the highway now. And we're like, no ways, there is no way. There was no highway when we're coming here. And besides, the hotel is 3 kilometers away. There's no way we should be on the highway. So now we are stuck. We're in this car and we realized that we probably hopped onto the wrong Didi because we were at the Science and Technology Museum. There were lots of people. Maybe somebody called a Didi and the person was standing close to us, and when the car stopped, we thought it was our Didi, and yet it wasn't. And when he saw us, he thought we were the ones that had ordered the Didi. So we realized there is a real problem here. We sit. Now my husband tries another time. Hey, Wena, stop, like now the Venek is coming in. Like, how else can you tell this guy that, look, we are not meant to be in this car, or at least we're not going where you're taking us. The car goes. I think at that time, these guys are thinking that, asking when are we arriving or something. Total communication breakdown. In the end, we decide, you know what, let's just sit in the car and see how far this guy takes us. If he leaves us in somebody's house, so be it. We will just try and make a plan from there. And here we are, we've got bags in the boot, like we're carrying lots of stuff. Like, where are we going? We don't know, right? The car goes, like we keep going. Hey, and we're like, now where are we going? The guy is driving and you can see he just doesn't want to be disturbed. 25 minutes later, 25 minutes later, I'm telling you, 25 minutes later, a trip that was meant to be 3 kilometers away has taken us 25 minutes. The guy finally stops his car. He turns around. He smiles with satisfaction that he's happy. He has delivered his customers to their destination. And lo and behold, when we look around, there's a lot of people moving around and it looks like a tourist place. And it turns out we arrived at a place called the People's Square. I think that is what it's called. That's where we were. Yeah, this is not where we were meant to be going. So we're like, anyway, another place for us to be able to see. And we get out. Now we've got bags. It's like, it's like we are tired now. So our phone is no longer working. We can't call a Didi to take us back to the hotel. Unfortunately, at the People's Square, there is a whole setup for trains. And the nice thing is the public transport system is like on point, on time, efficient. But the challenge was, there were lots and lots and lots of people. Like, I was overwhelmed by the number of people that were on this train station, because we went underground to the underground train, and it's a Saturday afternoon. It's hectic, it's super busy. I've never seen so many people just like flowing into the underground train, like lots and lots of people. But anyway, we carry our bags, we go down. That's the only option we have, to use a train back to the hotel. And we have to check now how we get to the Kerry hotel. We don't have that app, but we somehow find our way as to which train we should catch. And we got into the underground train, and that's the way we found our way back to the hotel using the train. A trip that was 3 kilometers away ended up taking us 25 minutes. And this guy was driving fast, as you saw in the video, but that's not where we wanted to go. But we eventually got back so tired. Guys, I learned my lesson. When you travel, make sure that all your phones are charged, fully charged. And that's, from a language perspective, you must just be prepared. You might mean one thing and yet the people there understand something else. I hope you found this interesting and funny. When we talk about it now, it's very funny, but you guys, at that time, we were stressing, we were so scared. Where is this guy gonna take us? But eventually it's a funny story to tell. Travel diaries, you come across all sorts of things. Yeah, that's my story time for this episode. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Until next time, please do keep inspiring.